Now, I don't do but people do drugs. I don't do drugs of any kind.
Alright, listen up. If you thought this Tamar vs. Funky drama was just some Instagram shade and nothing more, think again. Sis came back swinging with a diss that landed harder than any clapback before calling Funky Dineva a crackhead. Oh, she didn't just block him or throw a casual jab like calling him messy. Nope, Tamar went straight for his Achilles heel. Rumors about this guy have been swirling forever. Funky's whole vibe screams chaotic. His live streams, YouTube rants, club appearances, always wild. Did he pop something before going live? That energy was real. Tamar took those whispers and blew them up like fireworks during her first IG Live since the mess that left her losing teeth. She didn't hold back, claimed Funky stays on something. And allegedly, she's got videos of him high as a kite. Clips she hinted could drop now that their friendship is dead and buried. This isn't just petty shade, it's full-on character assassination. And let's be real, these accusations didn't come from nowhere. Funky himself confessed on camera to edibles, drinking, living that wild life. Remember the night he rambled about cabbage and smothered pork chops, insisting, I'm not high, but I am on an edible. Fans caught that, and he laughed it off. But Tamar, she's flipping those receipts like a pro, proving this ain't no innocent snack, it's a man spiraling. And for Tamar, the timing? Oh, it's no accident. Funky accused her of faking a medical scare, the blood, the teeth, the I almost died Instagram stunt, all to promote her EP. He painted her as a liar and opportunist. But Tamar flipped the script, basically saying, no, you're the liar. And while you're busy calling me fake, let's talk about your little powder problem. Child, hold up, because the real tea is brewing. Tamar isn't just tossing shade. She's playing defense like a pro, painting Funky Dineva as a flaky, substance-chasing blogger nobody can trust. She's nuking his credibility before he even gets a chance to open his mouth in the public court of opinion. If the crowd buys that he's sloppy and unstable, his whole Tamar pulled a stunt story falls flat. Translation? She's going full damage control with a nuclear strike. The irony? Funky built his entire hustle dragging others' dirt, addictions, and scandals, cashing in on their lowest moments. Now the tables are flipped, and Tamar's doing the same nasty work on him using his own playbook. If it walks and talks like a junkie, honey, it probably is one. It's messy, it's ruthless, but hey, that's classic gossip warfare. Tamar's not playing fair, and honestly, she never does. When someone accuses you of faking a medical emergency, you aim for the jugular. For Funky, that's those long-running rumors haunting him. He claims it's all jokes, but the streets are watching. The hive might be indifferent. The tame Martians are munching popcorn, and Funky's diehards swear it's all lies. But one thing's undeniable. Tamar just ripped the mask off. True or not, the crackhead label is one hell of a stain for Funky now.
Text. And please don't, I blocked you. I don't engage. I'm not going to say your name. Just don't talk about me. I don't want anything else to do with you. You're not my friend. Okay, don't like me.
Alright, buckle up, because Tamar isn't just throwing Instagram shade, oh no. Sis went full legal beast mode. She allegedly slid her lawyers on speed dial and started threatening to sue Funky Dineva. Yes, you heard that right. Tamar Braxton, queen of music and drama, decided Funky wasn't just annoying, he was liable. Let's be real, this was coming. Funky didn't just trash Tamar's tunes. He accused her of faking a medical emergency just to hype her EP. That's not shade, that's defamation, baby. Funky painted her as a liar, a manipulator, and a desperate clout chaser. And if you know Tamar, you know her rep is everything. So when Funky doubled down on YouTube, calling her out and bragging about profiting off the mess, sis saw dollar signs in court. The public started buzzing, with Tamar's fans screaming, yes, sue the man, make him pay. They want a courtroom showdown, just like when Cardi B crushed Tasha K with a multi-million-dollar win after lies flew. Now Tamar's flipping the script, taking this loudmouth blogger and showing him that even talk has a limit. But hold up, Funky isn't playing. The moment Tamar brought up court, he jumped back online, pleading to his fans, I don't know what happened to the lady. Swear on my mama's life, I ain't lying. And he kept going. Alright, listen up. Funky Dineva didn't just stay silent. He handed Tamar Braxton Dr. Heavenly's number like it was his mic drop and went on with his night. Classic move. casting himself as the victim of Tamar's manipulation, claiming she spun the story to make it look like he hurt her, then clapped back every time he tried to defend himself. According to him, this lawsuit? Just Tamar's desperate attempt to shut him up because she can't handle the truth. Now, don't forget Funky's ride or die YouTube fam. They love his messy honesty and see Tamar's legal threats as intimidation, like she's trying to Cardi B him into silence. Their argument? Funky doesn't lie. He just overshares, and if Tamar got caught in the crossfire, that's on her. Fans are gobbling this up like it's the Love and Hip Hop Bloggers reunion episode. But here's the real kicker, both are winning. Tamar scores sympathy points looking fierce standing up for herself, while Funky banks content for days, replaying Tamar's every IG live with snarky commentary on YouTube. It's lawsuit for live, shade for video, and honey, the drama train isn't stopping. Bottom line, Tamar knows lawsuits flip the script. Just ask Tasha K. Funky's reputation as a crackhead hanging over his head? Every word he utters suddenly looks sketchy. This public feud isn't just petty shade, it's survival. Funky's been open about past substance use, sure, but throwing out accusations about current habits? That's next level drama. Two chaotic stars clashing, and honestly, I'm here for every wild second. Oh honey, buckle up because this drama's about to get messier than your favorite reality show reunion. If you thought this saga was just some petty Instagram shade and a sprinkle of legal threats, think again. Tamar Braxton didn't just talk, she pulled out the big guns, alleged receipts. And no, not the cute oops, I liked your pic kind. We're talking videos, baby. Tamar's out here teasing clips that supposedly catch Funky Dineva at his absolute worst high, sloppy, and labeled straight up crackhead by none other than her. Now, Tamar knows visuals don't lie, words can be twisted, captions can vanish, but videos? Those live forever. Rumor has it she's hoarding footage that could humiliate Funky beyond repair. According to her, this ain't some petty gossip. Exaggeration. She claims Funky's been dabbling in substances for years, and guess what? She's got receipts. If these clips surface, Funky's not just a messy blogger anymore. He's a completely unreliable source. Once the streets slap you with that addict label, credibility goes out the window. But let's be real, Funky's no stranger to this chatter. Folks have been whispering about his habits for years, and he's faced the heat head-on, admitting to edibles, heavy drinking, and wild nights, flipping it all into content gold. Yeah, I was high, but I still spoke my truth. That's Funky's whole vibe. So Tamar flaunting those receipts? It might just boomerang. Instead of dragging him down, it could paint him as raw, relatable, and yes, messy, but messy with receipts and honey. That's pure money. Oh, and don't think Funky's hands are clean in this receipt game. Before Tamar even threatened legal action, he was already waving. Alright, listen up because this drama just turned into a full-on soap opera. Funky Dineva once closed a YouTube rant with a cryptic flex, saying he could spill dirt he knows but held back, basically telling Tamar, "Don't push me, girl, I've got ammo too." Now we're stuck in a standoff, Tamar allegedly clutching those explosive videos, Funky supposedly holding onto some dark secrets about that bloody pool incident, and maybe even more skeletons rattling in her closet. The blogs are buzzing like it's Mayweather vs. Pacquiao, waiting for the first real bomb to drop. Fans are split. Tamar's crew yells, "Drop the tapes and expose Funky as the crackhead and clout chaser he is." Meanwhile, Funky's loyalists fire back, "Girl, you're just salty because he told the truth." Funky's consistent, "You're messy." And then you've got the neutral trolls screaming, "Bring all the receipts. We want drama, not dullness." But hold up, zooming out. This receipt war is a double-edged sword. Tamar's crown as music royalty could get tarnished. If she leaks those clips, people will say she's punching down Funky. Even if he owns it, those videos could tank brand deals, collabs, and his whole rep. The realty? Neither wants to go nuclear, but the threat keeps the feud alive. Every IG live, every rant, every shady tweet is just teasing the bombshell to come. And honey, in gossip land, sometimes the promise of receipts is juicier than the receipts themselves. Because once those videos hit, there's no taking it back. And Tamar calling Funky a crackhead, that was just her opening shot. Now the big question, will Funky fire back with his own bombshell? "People accuse me of some of the worst things ever," he says. This mess is far from over. Alright, now listen close because this moment's dripping with drama and all you can say is, "Please don't ruin this for me." But hold up, Let's keep it real, when the tea's this hot, you sip it slow, honey. Everyone's ready to shout Funky's a liar or Tamar's a hot mess. But the truth? Both got their fingerprints all over this disaster. Let's break it down. Starting with Tamar. Baby, she's talent incarnate, no doubt. The voice, the hits, that Braxton legacy. She doesn't need any gimmicks. And yet, here we are, no fresh music headlines, just bloody pool stories, half-faced IG lives, and shady jabs at Funky Dineva. So here's the question that makes the tea bitter. Why is Tamar dragging herself into blogger beef? She's supposed to be music royalty, a Grammy nominee, Tony's superstar sister, and yet she's slugging it out with Funky. Like they're on the same level. That right there has folks side-eyeing hard. It looks like she's stirring the pot, not putting out the fire. Plus, don't forget it was Tamar who went public with that "I almost died" story, lighting the internet on fire. You throw something that heavy out there, don't act surprised when the questions roll in. Funky didn't invent the doubt, he just handed it a megaphone. So from this angle, Tamar kinda invited the storm. But flip the script, let's talk. Funky Dineva. Child, messy is his brand, but even messy has boundaries. If someone called you saying they're friends in the hospital, bleeding, missing teeth, your first move shouldn't be hopping on YouTube with excuses and shade. Nah, your first thought should be, pray for my sis, I'll update y'all soon. But nope, Funky jumped straight into defense mode, calling her the lady, dropping timelines and throwing out hints that it was all a PR stunt. That just screamed guilt, even if he wasn't. Like, why so pressed to clear your name if you're innocent? Sometimes silence speaks louder than a rant. And don't get me started on the allegations. Funky's own wild lifestyle makes him an easy target. He openly chats about heavy drinking, edibles, and wild nights. That transparency is his charm, but also hands people ammo on a silver platter. When Tamar called him a crackhead, it stuck because folks already think he's reckless with substances. Fair or not, his image sealed the deal. Here's the tea. Both sides got receipts, both got dirt, and both got egos way too big to back down. Tamar plays the victim a bit too much. Funky's messy blogger act is way too on point. Devil's advocate? They're both wrong, just in different ways. Tamar's wrong for milking tragedy and drama for attention, then sending fans after Funky when it blew up. Funky's wrong for dragging his friend through the mud instead of having her back while she healed. At the end of the day, the only real winners are folks like me, because this feud fills my pockets. Let's keep it 100. This back and forth between Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva ain't just blog gossip. It's brand suicide in slow motion. Both are supposed to be bigger than this. Tamar is a Grammy-nominated powerhouse with one of the best voices of her generation. Funky, he carved his own lane as one of the most recognizable voices in Black gossip media. But this messy public beef, it's dragging both their credibility through the mud. Their drama spilled out so messy, everyone's credibility got dragged down with it. And don't forget, they were supposed to be friends. That's what makes this feud hit differently. Tamar blasting Funky on IG, and Funky clapping back on YouTube. It's not just petty, it's straight up disloyal. Fans hate watching friendships implode in public because it makes both sides look shady. If Tamar will air out Funky, will she do the same to her sisters? If Funky flips on Tamar, will he flip on other friends too? The industry is watching, and brands, networks, sponsors hate unstable people linked to their projects. The saddest part? Both had chances to flip this drama into something bigger. Tamar could have doubled down on her music, used her "I almost died" story as a badge of strength, and reminded everyone she's more than headlines. Funky could have used his platform to protect a friend and dropped his receipts after the dust settled. But nope, both chose chaos. And yeah, chaos burns loudest, but fizzles fastest. So, what's the takeaway? If Tamar doesn't clean up her image, she risks being remembered more for meltdowns than music. And if Funky can't separate the messy entertainer from the reckless persona, he'll lose the credibility that made his reads hit in the first place.